Hello. Today we begin our journey through the Tarot with the Fool. We're not actually beginning today. We are beginning, but we're not beginning because the Fool is not labeled 1, it's labeled 0. This is the deck of cards that I will be using. It's one of the decks that I designed, and this is the version of the Fool that I'll refer to. Although there are many different versions of the Fool. Here's some others. This is from another one of my decks right here, the first one. And then that's from the IJJ Swiss and the famous the Rider-Waite deck. And there's also the Crowley deck there too, was in the background there. The Fool is a very important card. It's not the beginning. It's the beginning and it's the end, and it's everywhere in between. The Fool is labeled 0, so it defies logic, reasoning, numbering. It's nothing and it's everything at the same time. It's very, very important, just as the concept of 0 is very, very important to our system of counting and of thinking, really. The Fool is ground zero. It is the starting point, the ending point, the wild card, and in the deck, and it can show up anywhere and it can mean anything. As the ground point, and as my version of the card is drawn from a picture of me that was taken just after I was born. The ultimate leap into the unknown, which is often what the Fool represents. The Rider-Waite deck shows a young man about to step off a cliff, blithely, happily, walking along and yet about to step off a cliff. And my other deck shows the hat. One person said, oh yeah, he's already fallen off the cliff. But my idea was it's the hat sailing over the water at the end of the cliff. But the idea is often, in divinatory means, of a leap of faith. But really, the Fool is that point that is us. The Fool is us. We are the Fool coming into incarnation. And we are both foolish and incredibly wise in that reading. And the Fool is also ground zero in the sense of we may think that we are embarking upon a journey right now. It could be a journey of self-improvement, of self-knowledge, even our life as a journey or a quest. But always we come back to who we are. That's the Fool. The Fool is who we are. It is there at the beginning, it is there at the end, it is there at every stage in between. And as such, it is enormously powerful and enormously important and never to be forgotten and defies even the goals we have set for ourselves. When the Fool comes up in a reading, you are encouraged, and right now, as we begin our journey, to connect to our essential nature. What is the truth of us? Often, some of the exercises that can help you is listening to your inner voice, is just to imagine that you have nothing to lose, like that young man about to step off the cliff. You have nothing to lose. What would you do? You have nothing to lose in this lifetime. What will you do? That's the question that the Fool asks. And the answer comes from within. For that, the Fool asks that you listen to your impulses, those little voices that come up from inside that might not make sense, that also defy logic or reasoning. Follow the impulse. Follow the voice of your heart. That, too, is the message of the Fool. And often, the message is to take a leap of faith. A leap of faith that from within you, the answers will come. That they're already there. Because you are already complete and have nowhere to go. Enjoy working with the Fool today. And tomorrow, we will start with number 1, the Magician.